Welcome, everyone, to another Nostradamus podcast. I'm Dr. Pants.
Slotad.
Lambo.
Oh my god.
You got in there.
I got in there.
You're messing with the natural order of things.
Dang. There is no
It's in
natural order.
Yeah. No, the most unnatural order of this is the consistent recording that we are having right now.
This is ridiculous.
Indeed.
But this is like what? What episode is this?
4.
Five?
Episode 4.
4.
4 or 5?
4?
There was
Four?
a hidden 3 that we recorded and never put out, but because there was technical difficulties on it, and that's why we stopped recording podcasts for 2 years.
So then we'll record episode 5. It will never come out, and then a year or two later we'll get 6 out.
We can
Okay.
Is there anything salvageable from that old one at all? Like, can we do like the lost episode?
No. It's there. It exists. It's just there was just too much stuff to do with a couple of the tracks.
One of the recordings would require way more work than any person should be
Well,
willing to put in.
let's
to
not be
put out a
secretive. Let's not be
mediocre
secretive.
Nostradamus podcast.
Out them. Was it Dad?
They're not even on here. They're not
Yeah,
even an official
well-
member of the Nostradamus crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Should we like? Oh, know what we should do? Is there any way that we could put it in through something and actually get it like a text script of the whole podcast episode, and then just redo it word by word?
Redo the
Just-
like we have lines
God.
and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, the thought of
Oh,
that would be funny. Wow, that's
Actually,
Oh my
crazy.
god! But we
I think
can't. But you can't play yourselves.
No.
You gotta
No.
be someone else.
I think it would be funnier if we had AI make the script,
I was just-
and then
well-
we just made a video of an AI reading the script and we posted that.
We record an entire podcast, give our individual recordings to AI to translate it or whatever, transcript it, and then we have different AI that does audio and just make us sound like whatever. Like we'll just be completely different people. Like I'll find like a Morgan Freeman AI to read mine.
Oh my god!
Gilbert Godfrey for me.
It won't even be any different.
I mean, I don't sound like him normally. I could try, but not right now. Punk, you never actually introduced yourself in the intro. So this is episode 4 of It's a Podcast, but what's the but this time?
We don't know the butt until the end.
Yeah, we don't know until the end.
Yeah. No. We always artfully describe it afterwards.
Yeah.
We artfully describe the but.
Is this your first time doing this?
No, it's my 5th apparently, but I... Listen, I'm
It's
sorry.
like you
to
never
consi-
podcast. Jeez.
Yeah.
I have podcasted more in the past 2 weeks than I have in like any given amount of time. Good God.
But not for this channel.
No, I did 4 separate podcasts for a whole nother channel.
I hope they let you
I'm
shout
really
us
sorry.
out.
I shout you guys out. I shout us out every time.
Good. Why haven't the views gone up?
Yeah.
They always ask me at the end of every episode, like, is there anything you want to plug? And I'm like, no, not really. So what are we talking about today, boys? Microtransactions in games not being so micro. And I think we originally wanted to talk about this because we play a lot of Siege, and Siege recently hit its, I guess, its 10th anniversary and kind of rebranded as Siege X and went free to play.
Yeah, and with the free to play, it's like letting the floodgates down. But then it's also like how do we as a company make sense of this and monetize this crap? And so they
The same way they...
it's the first time they dropped like these immensely expensive skins. Now they have skins in there that are what, $24? Is that how much a normal
Yeah.
Were
skin was?
they 24?
There was 20 or 24.
They were like 20.
They were expensive.
I think there were bundles that were about 20. And a lot of those were the like
I have the Master Chief.
I was gonna say the collaborative skins, the ones that were from different games. Like
I have the
Master
Cropulus
Chief skin for
Mongol.
Sledge. Yeah.
So the collab skins I've seen are a lot more. The elite skins usually run a little bit less, but they have like ones that are collabs with like Dead by Daylight, Rick and Morty.
They did Resident Evil.
They had Resident Evil. There was Resident Evil Elite skins, but those other ones I mentioned are not elite. Which, if you want to know the difference between elite skins and normal skins, and now they have Paragon skins,
Oh my
it's
God.
basically what they come with bundled. Like elite and up, you get like a cool MVP pose and weapon stuff.
I have
But
been
yeah,
play-
with
I've been playing this game heavily since 2020, and I am still learning new things that I did not know about this game.
But yet the newest skin, well, the newest, most expensive skin they released was for one of their defensive operators, Valkyrie, and they call it their Paragon, and it roughly costs about $40.
And you bought it.
Yeah, we say roughly because they
Now-
they have an in-game currency, and you have to
Right.
buy like an inexact amount of it in order to or spend an inexact amount of it.
Right.
Like, you know.
You can't.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
other
very,
annoying
very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it takes me
Um,
back to the old Microsoft Xbox Live Arcade days where you could only buy like Xbox points in increments of a certain amount. It was like I forget how many it was. It was 800.
It was like 600, 1200.
Yeah.
It was a dumb.
And
it was
then,
a
but the
dumb
games,
amount.
the games and the things you would buy on there were never a perfect, like mathematical, like division of that. So there, you would always be leaving some dollars on the floor, even if it was just like a couple of bucks or something.
I want to believe they were close because
No,
I think
they were close, but like there a lot of stuff was not exactly how much
Yeah.
you would need, and inevitably after buying a couple of things or buying a little DLC or a skin here and there or whatever, you would be left with like a random 160, points at the end of your thing that you didn't know what to do with.
I want to believe that when they got rid of that, when they abolished it, I had like 45 points somehow. I had a weird number that didn't seem like it should have happened at all, and I still had that.
100%.
But Punk,
So
you,
I want to step back, all right? Because you mentioned that I purchased this $40 skin.
Yes. And,
did you?
the first
did
time
you
we
not
played
purchase
there
it?
Okay, hold on, back up.
Yeah.
Technically, I did not purchase it. All right, I want to put it out there.
Yeah, that's right.
They
You-
have
Yeah. You bought it with the in-game currency. Yeah.
they have that in-game marketplace that you can go to where kind of like their own little eBay where you can put skins up that you don't want to use and you can try to sell them and people will buy them. You can also buy skins that you can't get from like the packs or whatever. And then you use actual R6 credits, which is their in-game currency, the currency that you pay for. And I sold a bunch of stuff. I had enough, and I used that to actually purchase a skin, which was really nice.
Right. So
Because
you purchased the skin. You just didn't actually use real money.
correct,
Even though
Yeah, I just wanna
usually
throw
the
that
only
out
way to
there.
procure that is to use the real money to buy it.
right. So the whole marketplace is really awesome.
Yes. So for those people who don't know who play Siege, as Punk described, there is a marketplace where if you've got weapon skins or other accoutrement you've gotten out of packs and stuff, and you don't want them, put them up in the marketplace. Someone will buy them. There's people who want those black ice weapon skins real bad.
Yes, but okay. Going back to the skin though, it is really cool because
No,
it looks awesome.
It's cool, and like I remember we played with you, and there's somebody who actually remarked like, oh, like they remarked to you about it like in game, like someone.
Yeah,
who did their
how
own
is that $40 skin
Yeah,
working
yeah,
for
yeah,
you and
something
stuff?
like
I'm
that.
like, listen,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's so cool. It's like a really unique weapon interaction. Like you can view it, it turns into a sword. And the operator card at the beginning of the game, like before the match starts, is the only one that moves. It looks around. It's really silly and stupid, but I have it.
But paying
We'll also
for
point out
the thing of it though, like it's so interesting to create this like weird echelon of people who are, gonna look like the kind of people who are throwing the money at the game and not. And it like kind of weirdly delineates different groups of people. It's like I used to be called Kmart boy in high school. Not because I like
What?
No, seriously. I used to be called Kmart boy.
Well, you
There
have to
was a-
explain to people what Kmart is at this point.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Well, Kmart was not Walmart.
Not
and,
Walmart, Kmart.
And they had very non-branded clothing, like so it was zero the brand X of everything. And because I never wore brands, I never wore an Abercrombie or a American Eagle or whatever. I don't know what else people wore back then. FUBU,
Aeropostale.
Yeah, all that stuff. That I don't know. It kind of created that weird delineation between the haves and the have-nots, and I think it's just really interesting to what it does to the, the 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 community of gamers, I guess, if you want to put it like that.
It's almost
But this
forcing like a classist society in
Yeah,
Rainbow Six
exactly.
Twitter.
Yeah.
But this is nothing new. I mean, games as services have been like this for how long now? I mean, like, Fortnite's been around how long, and there's how many stupid expensive skins on there. I mean, they just did their Father's Day extravaganza where they put Hank Hill, Bob Belcher, and Cleveland Brown as skins in the game, and you better believe I was real tempted to play Fortnite as Hank Hill,
Yeah.
till I saw how much it cost for that skin.
How much
And
is
I
the Hank Hill
said-
skin?
It was like $30.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, the
Yeah, but
Really?
Halo Infinite added the Hayabusa armor from Halo 3 because of all the new Ninja Gaiden stuff coming out, and I guess there was an exclusivity with them at the time because I think that's what it was made for Halo 3-4 as like a kind of a little bit of a cross promotion. But yeah, and it's just the helmet, it's not the rest of the armor, but it's like $35, or you gotta play if you don't have like the in-game credits and you want to buy it with in-game currency. My friend and I broke it down. You'd have to play like 4 or 5 hours every single day until the event ended to get it.
see, that's insane, and it is. I mean, Lambo's right. Well, we're all right. Like, it's making this kind of haves nots kind of thing, and it's just a mark of you have this. That's it. Because none of these skins do anything to your in-game performance.
Yeah,
in
they're not
any way.
emblematic. Yeah, they're not emblematic of you achieving anything either necessarily. Now, in
No.
Punk's case, I'm actually going to say, like, you probably sat on your R6 credit because so one thing I can say about Siege that I can't say about Call of Duty, that I can't say about a lot of, like, a lot of other games we play with, a lot of things like Helldivers and things like that, where they obviously have there's two kinds of in-game currency. One you constantly get, and then there's one that you have to spend money for, and at least Rainbow Six offers some ways to get the money in game currency.
Helldivers is kind of similar. When I was really playing it, I found ways to get enough super credits to buy all like the season passes that were coming out at the time. Now, eventually it got overwhelming, but they did a pretty good job. Not like a recent game, if we're going to be talking about macro transactions. Mecha Break just came out. I don't know if anyone saw the news of how many microtransactions they added to this free-to-play game, but it's already getting a ton of mixed reviews because they removed some customization options that were in the beta, and then some of the free customization options, like changing the looks of your pilot and some of the colors for your mech, have now been locked behind paywalls.
Oh, any hope of me playing that game.
See, I was
has
gonna
just gone
say,
down.
like the look of the game seemed like exactly your kind of thing, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I played it. There was a beta or demo that hit sometime this past year, and I did boot it up, and I played the first mission or two that they let me play, and it was good. It was fun. I didn't keep up with it because it's like, oh, it's just a demo. I'll play it when it comes out. But now that they've released it and it's riddled with microtransactions, and they locked some of the customization that was initially in that beta.
You can't lock my
demo.
Pantsy Boy down. You can't put Pantsy Boy in a corner. No.
Either you charge me a full game price and just give me the full customization, or you give me at least the basics that were in the beta or demo.
Agreed.
Like, do that. Don't then lock that stuff behind a paywall, because I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play Mecha Break. I'm going to boot up Armored Core 6, a good, fully developed, full-price mecha game with everything unlocked, and Mecha Break can suck it.
Wow.
So this one, it looks like a skin. Unlocks Falcon Custom. I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at it. But if I'm doing the conversion right, it turns out to be like $65.
Yeah, a lot of them I see in prices in like pounds, and they're like 50 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is why this conversation needed to happen, because like right now we're in a crazy time. People are just talking about the price of gaming in general, and everyone's looking towards these couple of Nintendo games coming out at $80, saying, "Oh, this is pricing people out of playing," and it's like, no,
It's one game.
Yeah,
It's one game that was $80.
yeah,
One.
and the likelihood of people only spending the sticker price on a lot of these free to play games and stuff is super low. when Call of Duty a few months ago, they put out the Ninja Turtles.
We bought the turtle skins.
But if if one person bought all the turtles, it would have been like $80.
Yeah.
And that's way too much money. We didn't buy the game because we have it on Game Pass, but right there, if you just wanted that one little luxury, and it's a straight up luxury, it's like that much money. So people are spending money in games. They're just not spending it where they used to, I think. Yeah.
Well, I think it comes down to also that they see the $80 price tag, and 80 is a high number. But they're not considering when they play games like Siege and Mecha Break and Call of Duty and Helldivers that, yeah, they might throw $10 here, $20 there. It adds up over time. I mean, how much money have... Now, Slotad, I don't know if you've actually spent any money on the game, but in the grand scheme of us playing Siege, how much money have each of us thrown at it? Because I've still probably thrown less than a full $60 at it.
Well, how many times have you purchased the game though?
Ooh, I have not. I bought the game straight up twice. Me personally, I bought it when it first came out on like PS4 back in like 2014 or whatever, or 2015.
2015.
And then I bought it on Steam a while ago, and it was like $7.99 or something like that. But then I did 100% buy like one of the upgrade packs to get a bunch of the people. I've bought every operator for the last few years here.
Yeah, but operators you get with Renown, and Renown you get for just playing.
But I didn't do that. I just straight bought them and got the season pass and stuff for each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a couple season passes, and I think I've bought about 10 to 15 elite skins.
How much are the season passes? Are they like 15?
They're 20-ish. Yeah.
Are they 20-ish?
They're 20.
You know what? Then I have spent more than a $60, like a full $60 price tag on that game, because I've technically bought it 3 times, but I never paid full price. The first time I got it was on a Prime Day sale in 2016. But we didn't really play it that heavily, so I traded it in, and then we got back into it in 2020. So I bought it there, but again, it was on sale. I think it was like $10, and I recently bought it on Steam because trying to play it through Game Pass on Xbox on PC was causing too many problems, and I think I got it for $4.
And to correct, pretty sure if I'm looking at this right, it's about $10 for the premium pass.
Okay, so, but we've also been playing the game for now, like.
Well, that's like what you're going to be
getting at. We are getting our. I mean, I never felt like I've not gotten my money's worth.
And like that's kind of a counter argument you can make for these like $80 games that'll be coming out too, because I mean, $80 these days is like dinner for 2 at a Chili's. Like, do you want heartburn and regret after 30 minutes, or do you want spending 80 to 100 hours playing Mario Kart with friends over the span of like 3, 4, 5 years? Like it's a weird instance, and I've caught myself thinking that too, between like how much I spend on food versus clothes. Like, I think clothes are super expensive, but like I spend a lot more on temporary satisfaction of a burger.
And think about all the people who go out and like they'll go to a bar and how expensive it is to get drinks and whatnot.
Yeah,
you could unload a lot of money in a night,
exactly,
depending on where you live.
So I mean, it's all perspective.
It is, and like what you said with Mario Kart, like the other reason I don't mind it being 80 is they're probably not going to release another Mario Kart on the Switch 2.
No. And we're probably, having the Switch Online Pass, any sort of DLC, tracks, characters is probably going to be included with that. And that's like, if you're on a family plan, it's like
I can say that's pretty cool
about
Nintendo, is that like almost all of their like really, like their in-house first-party games, the worthwhile DLCs have all been free. So
yeah, the only ones they're not doing are the upgrade packs for Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby for Forgotten. Oh crap! I forgot.
The Forgotten Lands.
Forgotten Lands.
Forgotten
he forgot
Lands,
the land.
I forgot the land.
But yeah, this opens. If we want to keep talking about the state of games, and this kind of goes with the microtransaction and the free-to-play games and all these games being constantly online. I don't know if anyone's been really following it up, but it's been blasting my feed over the last couple of weeks. But the whole the Stop Killing Games movement that's been coming out.
Oh my god,
thinking of the preservation of these games, like Rainbow Six Siege, or Rainbow Six X, or Rainbow Six Twitter, I'll call it. But
Twitter.
Like, what's gonna happen to this game in like 10 years when it's eventually not supported? Like, is it just gonna be gone forever because it's basically I mean, there's disc versions of the game that will still exist, but in a couple years or even now, there's games that are free to play, constantly online. You're not going to be able to play them. Destiny is probably a game you'll never be able to play. They were kind of shutting that down when they were switching between 1 and 2, so like removing content.
I mean, so Destiny and Siege have something really weird in common, is that like the base vanilla version of the game is unplayable. Yeah, like there's the original version of Siege with the original maps and the original play, style and everything. Like, it's not there anymore at all. And Destiny was very, very silly. I remember how oh man, I don't know if any of you kept playing all the way through. I know maybe Punk did, but they would just lock off entire sections of the earlier part of the game when they would put a new DLC out.
Yeah, so they did the whole thing with getting into the game Destiny itself. What was it, the Forgotten or the Reach or whatever it was called? There was an area that was part of a DLC. And I think 2 DLCs later, they're like, you can't go back here. They just removed it. So you couldn't even get any of the weapons or anything like that from that location.
Yeah, they did a weird seasonal cycle, right? That was from January through April, you can do these DLCs that we released, but then in May through July, you're not going to be able to do them because then these will cycle in. It was weird.
Yeah, even right now, there's a lot of planets you just cannot go back to that were just major plot points and stuff. And at Destiny 1, you could go back and kind of do anything. But Destiny 2 has very, very much kind of played this weird game of locking content off.
I have a weird on the fence about the whole Destiny universe and how the game is progressing through the seasons. So if you were to drop in right now, you would start where the game is in the story. I kind of miss the fact though that Final Fantasy 14, where you actually play through a story. What I want to go back to the original Destiny 2 Red War with the Cabals and experience that and experience the story up to where it is now.
Yeah, that's where, I don't know where Destiny 2 is right now, but that immediate impact of Destiny 2's start was really good, in my opinion, especially compared to where Destiny 1 was. But these games now, with these constant online services, are almost self-consuming themselves until they just decide to get rid of it. And there's the whole Ubisoft thing where we don't own games anymore, so what's the argument? That's what the Stop Killing Games kind of thing is if we don't own these games and they just kind of disappear and games are going to be all digital, there's going to be media that existed for 5 to 10 years that no one can access anymore.
What do you say about Siege X then? So Siege X is now free, or Mecha Break. We didn't pay for it, so technically, do we own it?
Well, then it just comes into the preservation of games in general.
So the game I did buy though many, many years ago, I don't own that anymore, and because that game doesn't exist anymore. Even though I have a disc that probably has, the actual maps and stuff that I remember on there, but there was no way they would let me play it. I would have to update it just to boot the thing, and go get into a game.
But there's also this, and Lambo, you and I have brought this up multiple times, that this happened over a decade ago. We bought copies of the X-Men arcade game and the Simpsons arcade game on Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah.
We paid money for those.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
And Scott Pilgrim. They're gone. And we can't, the minute we moved onto a new system where you have to re-download everything, that's not an option anymore. It's gone.
Yeah, the game we had. Do you remember that Castlevania, kind of 4 or 8 player game as well?
I thought that was still around.
No, it's gone. Oh, it was gone.
That was was that Harmony of Dissonance? Because it was
One of those.
Castlevania HD.
Yeah, it was. But that was a lot of fun. But like that game's gone, and
Yeah.
Does anyone remember Concord?
Yeah, I was
I don't
trying
know
to
if
remember the name
Concord
of it.
remembers Concord. See, like, and a game like that's even more messed up because, like, I don't know, it never even got a chance to start, and so
No.
like having, I mean, people who have a copy of the game one day might be able to dump all the data somewhere in a database and maybe open up because, on World of Warcraft, people made these like vanilla servers for a long time after they updated it and on these later like expansions. And then eventually, like, Blizzard got it under their thing to like, oh no, we should open up our own vanilla server. And I almost feel like it would be really cool to have like a Rainbow Six Siege vanilla server,
Maybe someday. Maybe someday now that it's
God,
free.
could you
and...
imagine going back to like year 1 Siege?
It would be fun. Like, I feel like it would just kind of, you would make everybody happy that way.
Right.
Maybe they look at it as a waste of resources because then you have to support something that not everybody's playing. It's not the hot new thing. But
Well, it's like why we would go back and play Perfect Dark or 007, like GoldenEye. Like at some point, vanilla Rainbow Six Siege is little Timmy's GoldenEye. Like it's super jank compared to how games are now, but like there's a reason people go back to those games.
I would make the argument that it's a little different only because, like, with GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, like, those games didn't update, There was no update schedule for it, so when we played those because we played them for a while. I mean, Lambo, how much time did we put into Perfect Dark? Just the multiplayer.
I mean, I would love to boot up my my card, but we had 6 or 7 days worth if you added it all up just on the old N64.
Yeah, not including what we then would play on the Xbox 360 and everything.
Right.
Whereas Siege, I mean, Siege being the game that it is, much like Destiny and whatnot, it's an ever-evolving thing. So even Vanilla Siege, how long did Vanilla Siege even last for?
Yeah, I'm in a few years.
You can't.
Until they had Operation Health, which was like this huge thing for an entire season where they were just kind of like working and fixing everything. But like, I don't know how you would define or go back. I mean, I would love to play Year 1 Siege. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I miss the bodies laying
that's
around.
like,
I miss the bodies laying on the floor.
yes.
Yeah.
But a game that's in esports like this or Overwatch, Overwatch 2 now, I feel like they need to evolve to keep with the times. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just that's why you just make a new game. I mean, I understand financially why they don't, because these things print money, but you lose that snapshot, I guess, in gaming history when a game is no longer the same thing that it was when it was first launched, and that could be a good or bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just playing that devil's advocate of kind of losing pieces of gaming history in these because they're successful and they update it. Like, it's kind of like how people, I suppose, by the end of the last season of Game of Thrones, where everyone said it sucked, but it's because it constantly needed to keep going, and that's kind of what they ended up with. Maybe that's a bad analogy, but games aren't really what they are when they start anymore because of it, and we can't go back, kind of.
So counterpoint, I think a lot of reason the games are the way they are, where you just have, like, Siege has been going on for 10 years now. There has not been a sequel to Siege. It's just updating. Mm-hmm. I think it's a reflection of problems that started when games started to become online a lot in, like, the 360 PS3 era. Because I remember one of the biggest criticisms that would always go around centered around sports games. Why did there have to be a new Madden every year? Why did there have to be a new NCAA?
That's still the argument as far as I'm concerned.
That is still the argument, but they could have done exactly what these games do and just update. They could have seasons where they just updated. Instead, you were paying $60 every year to get the new game, and you still do it with COD.
People are still doing it with Madden, and now they brought back college football.
Did they actually?
Yeah, last year they brought back NCAA, and in like a month or so, then another one's coming out.
Oh well, that's good to hear. I know a
Wow.
lot of people really liked NCAA over Madden. So
Yeah. So one interesting counterpoint to that is Overwatch, though, right? So is there a way to play original Overwatch, or did it like just entirely turn into Overwatch 2?
I think it
I
just turned to Overwatch 2. I don't think you can play OG.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm agreeing. Let me see. I think I have it installed, or I can look up Battle.net.
You know what I mean? Like, because I just don't even know if, like, I mean, because I was a day one buyer of the disc copy of the game.
Yeah, as of 2 years ago on Reddit and Google AI, you cannot play Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
They shut it down on October
Yeah.
2nd of 2022.
So.
so this is really funny. The servers for Overwatch were shut down in preparation for the beta release of Overwatch 2.
So
Data.
there was a period where there just was no Overwatch.
It was like a day apparently.
Oh,
There was
okay.
like one day.
Interesting.
But like for the beta of Overwatch 2, they were just like, all right, Overwatch 1 is dead. Here's the beta for 2.
Here's the beta for this bucket of empty promises.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And another,
go
sorry,
on.
just one other counter argument to what I've been saying is, you get a game like No Man's Sky, where the vanilla was borderline unplayable and under-delivered, and they kept updating, and now it's the version of the game that everyone wanted to begin with. So I mean, if games
And
were
it's
doing
cheap
that,
now.
and it's pretty cheap, if games were doing that, lot different story, but it just sucks that we're kind of in a time where most games are in an alpha for 4 or 5 years, and then quote unquote the game comes out, or you get a game that is just incomplete because they didn't label it as an alpha for 4 or 5 years before they put in some patches.
What? How long was 7 Days to Die an alpha and beta before?
Oh,
it
yeah,
fully
yeah.
released?
7 days. Sorry.
No, this is like,
No, it was years.
yeah.
I don't even know if it still is. Is it? Is it out of beta?
So the game initially launched December 2013. The game left early access and was officially released July 2024.
Wow, that's insane.
11 years.
That's insane.
Yes.
Is that a longer period of time than Duke Nukem Forever was in development
No,
for?
no. Duke Nukem Forever was in development for 13 years.
Oh, was it 13?
It was
Okay.
13.
For some reason I thought it was only
That's
10.
that's still like almost the record.
Yeah.
Although if Half-Life 3 comes out at some point,
Did they ever say they were actually working on that though?
there was rumors pretty recently.
Oh wow.
There's
but
always
it's
Yeah, I mean,
rumors.
yeah,
That
okay.
means
but like some
nothing.
pretty like credible rumors pretty recently of like something
my God.
happening. But
No.
that's another discussion.
Yeah, I'm going to treat that like I'm going to treat Metroid Prime 4. I'll believe it when I hold it in my hands.
Wow.
We can even
I
just do
still
a
don't
pod-
believe I don't believe Metroid Prime 4 is ever coming out.
We can just do a pod about games that never came out.
Mega Man Legends 3.
I don't know if that's been picked up on your mic.
I don't know. What was I going to say? Oh, but you know what? You know who doesn't? And I'm going to play this card. I'm going to play this card because I do it all the time.
Activated your trap card.
You activated my trap card. But you know who's not releasing unfinished games on release or making games that have to update constantly to be
goes.
viable?
He's gonna say it.
It's Nintendo.
Yep.
Like, say what you will about their games, but the majority of the games, they come out, they're done.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have to give it to that, and I also really like with Nintendo. Outside of showing maybe a little bit too much of Donkey Kong Bonanza, still haven't watched the most recent video and I refuse to, but they're really good at not saying what's coming out until it's coming out, unless if it's Metroid Prime 4. But other than that, though, they're pretty good at saying, hey, this is what we're working on. By the way, it's coming out in like 2 months.
Sure. Okay.
So I like that about them. Not really part of what we were talking
Yeah.
about, but I got to give props.
No,
to give
but
props.
it just went on with that, and it is also like their philosophy is very not akin to what we've been talking about. Like they're kind of the antithesis of this.
No, they've been kind of honestly doing the quote unquote like old school the right thing to do. It would
Make
Just not to like
games.
just pump all their users for like exorbitant amounts of money. Their online isn't that expensive, although it is a cost.
Yeah, I don't even think Splatoon would probably be the only game where they could do that, and they didn't even do it there, right?
No, and
No,
they haven't hidden any content in any of those games.
They released, I think, expansions for both 2 and 3, and I want to believe that one of them was available through having Nintendo Online.
The one for
Yeah,
Splatoon
so.
3 was, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. Now, I mean, then there will be people who say, well, yeah, but you don't own any of your games because of key cards, but that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
We're not going to...
Key cards are the games may be finished, but there's not a lot of content, and it's. I mean, I can say that for a lot of Nintendo games, but at least they're games. There's
a
not
full game.
nothing breaking.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't talk about Splitgate 2. Anybody play that?
I want to.
It looks like a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, Splitgate
I'm
1
gonna
was a lot
download
of
it right
fun.
now.
Yeah, you know
it's
what?
a battle royale.
No.
You guys realize
that's
this,
a game.
right?
That's a game mode, separate mode.
They have different modes.
Yes, they kept their original multiplayer, and then the battle royale is a separate mode.
I think I had it installed, and then Summer Game Fest happened, and I'm like,
And then
I don't
the
like
worst
this guy.
the worst promotion on this table.
Good
Has the dude just not
God.
played first person shooters in the last 20 years? Like I don't know.
Oh
The
my
only thing
God.
I agreed with was the Titanfall 3 jab, but you know, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "Oh man, we could have had Titanfall 3, a really good first person shooter. Anyway, here's a battle royale, the thing that killed Titanfall 3."
yes.
Like I just oh man, but yeah, I'm gonna get Splitgate 2 on my little library. in the
I
meantime
just
as
added
well.
it to my Steam library. I
Yeah.
want to download that.
Yeah.
all right, I'll add some
Now,
mine, too.
interesting. The game is free to play, but they do have a $60 Founders Edition.
There's also an $80 skin in it.
Let's talk about that
Right.
$80.
Well, it's
skin.
not $80. It's not $80 anymore. It's now, I think, what, 40?
I don't know. I'm on their page and I don't see the things. I don't see any options to purchase anything. So maybe it's inside the game.
It's probably inside the game.
Now the Founders Pack though is $60,
Oh, I see it. Yep.
and all it gets you is 6 character skins, 24 weapon skins, 2 emotes, 3 banners, 3 charms, and $3,000 of the in-game currency.
That better be a really good emote.
Yeah, so it's like, it. I don't know. I kind of hoped and was thinking maybe something cooler, maybe like early access to a new mode or like anything. But that doesn't look like the situation here.
I think it'd be fun to just throw it on for an hour or two, see what it's like.
Oh no! The game looks wonderful and whatever, but the Founders Pack situation is just kind of blah.
Did any of you
And-
guys
and-
play the first one?
No.
No, I didn't know it existed.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I played a ton of the first one. It was very reminiscent of like bringing me back and playing Halo, just with added portals. The gunplay was really good.
Oh, good.
So I hope to continues that. I'll try their battle royale mode, but I'll probably just stick to the regular multiplayer.
There is something really appealing about a battle royale mode. I do like the concept, but I have not found a game that I actually enjoy it in yet.
F-Zero 99.
Oh, there it
Tetris
is. That's
99.
the one.
Tetris 99.
That's the one.
The Mario 35 game was
See-
pretty awesome too.
Mario 35 was fun.
I loved Mario 35, but that garbage idea of we're gonna get rid of it after a while.
Yeah, I don't
Screw
get
you,
it.
Nintendo.
I don't
That
get
was
that.
the stupidest thing they ever could have done. They should have honestly
Yeah.
made it a part of like Mario Maker or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
It just makes so much sense to leave that up. Like I don't get why you would. Oh, mess with
Because they didn't put microtransactions in it.
those monsters. Are there microtransactions in the other ones?
Well, no, there's not. But
Oh, I
that's
know.
why I guess is Tetris and F-Zero 99 still up?
Yeah, they're up.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
Oh.
of them are.
I don't know why Mario 35 wouldn't then. That's weird.
Because
it's very
they did that
silly.
with for Mario's 35th anniversary. They did that. They also they put out that 3D Classics game that was only available for a limited time.
And you can't even buy a digital copy anymore.
Nope, it's gone.
That's still bizarre, though.
Yeah. They
It's
did the
super
same
bizarre.
thing, I think, with the original Fire Emblem. They released the NES version of the first Fire Emblem game on the Switch to download, but it was only available for a short time. I don't understand that.
It just seems weirdly
Here's where the shoe
cherry-picked.
drops. Here's the garbage thing Nintendo's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we no longer like you. I'm getting rid of my Switch, too.
Ah,
I mean, when it comes to the 3D classics, I'm not going to be shocked if we see Mario Sunshine pop up in the GameCube library. Mario 64 is already on the 64 library. So what are we missing? Mario Galaxy? They'll come back. They'll come back.
So if, just to pivot, would you rather a new Mario Galaxy, a new Mario Odyssey, a new Mario Sunshine, or just a completely who knows what it could be 3D Mario game?
Who knows what it could be, because in all honesty, like, I think Mario 3D games are best when there's just the one of them, because they're a unique experience. Like, Galaxy 2 is cool, and it's like more of Galaxy, but I would have kind of preferred that they pivot to something different.
That's fair.
see, and I don't even, after Mario Odyssey, I kind of have a hard time imagining what a different kind of Mario game could be.
I agree.
Because they did such an amazing job making you genuinely feel like there were these little sandboxes to explore. It was the first time like a 3D Mario game made me feel like I was playing something like Mario 64. You know.
I mean, you can also.
Since then.
I had that same kind of sense of awe when playing Mario Wonder. Like Mario
Yeah.
Wonder was just such a. It really brought me back to really loving Nintendo games for a moment.
No, Mario Wonder did an amazing job, and also a game that right off the bat was good all the way through. I mean, not to say Nintendo's the only ones capable of doing it. I mean, over the last few years, we can say things like Elden Ring, all the Doom games. You know, there's a lot of games that did a wonderful job being complete experiences right out the gate, without needing a ton.
It's
of
just so
updates.
easy to pick on the ones that don't and the ones that
Yeah.
are always online. Because I mean, we're a gang of us four. We got Dad. We got we got people. We mainly play multiplayer games when we're together. So those are
Right.
the multiplayer options out there are the ones that are sludging these
They're getting screwed, but they're getting screwed
microtransactions.
with all the time too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that goes then to talking about another topic is our gaming habits. And I was going to say, like, I play multiplayer games like Siege, like Ready or Not, like COD with you guys. But aside from that, no. I'm not playing those games otherwise. Like, I am engulfed in so many single player games I would rather just focus on. I have devoured about 30 hours in the past 4 days of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Dang.
Because that's what I'll play by myself.
Yeah, I'm such a glued multiplayer gamer that I will drop just about anything I'm playing to play with people. And I mean, I've said it in the last podcast. I'm going to say it in this podcast. I'm going to say it in the next podcast. Yakuza is the only single player game for me for the foreseeable future.
This is the year of Yakuza for you.
Yeah, it might turn into 2 years at this point.
2 years.
Wait, is 2025 the year of the dragon?
Oh man, that would be amazing.
That's a silly
Look it up right
question.
now.
Chinese year 2025 Zodiac. It's the
I
year
think
of the
it's
snake.
Oh,
Yeah.
today, this
So
Yeah,
year-
it's
close. What's 2026? When's the next year of the dragon?
I
Fire
want to
Horse,
say
what
we
the
might have
heck is
passed
that?
it. What?
2036 would be the next year of the dragon.
You got 10 years, man. You got-
Oh,
All
that
right.
means 2024 was Year of the Dragon last.
Yes,
I
it was.
Just missed out on it.
No, but that is
was
the
good.
year that convinced you to play.
That's true.
this
That's
is
true.
true.
Well, maybe I'll be done with them all by the time 2036 rolls around. Tune into It's a Podcast.
How many
but it's
new ones are going to come out in
2036.
that time too? You know.
They've been pumping one out every year or two. So
true.
there actually has been a year where they've released 2 games in a year. So they've been really going. Sega's been
Yeah.
killing it.
Sega has been killing it. They're doing a really good job, and they're also releasing pretty full games because they're the ones who are publishing like the Mega 10 series and whatnot. So like
Yeah.
Persona 5, Persona 3 Reloaded.
Mhm.
They're doing the Sonic racing game coming out, and that looks
Minecraft
insane.
Steve.
I mean, I pretty much match what Pants said. And you really, I would rather play multiplayer games with friends. There was a time where I actually used to play them by myself. But that's usually when I'm trying to actually unlock something, like either via the battle pass or there's some like cool skin after you do so many things or get so many kills. But I don't really do too much anymore. Mostly just multiplayer games with you guys. And now and then I'll sit down and play something single player. Not often.
I will not drop everything to play multiplayer with my friends. I hate to say that, and it's not because I don't love all of you. I do love all of you. But there are sometimes if I'm in a zone with a particular like single player game, I kind of don't want to break myself away from it. So when the call comes in and it's like, "Hey, we're all getting online," I'm like, I don't want it right now.
Wow, I'm kind of the opposite though. Then.
Yeah. No, I am too. I recognize I need to be more selfish with my time.
Yeah. I look at the evening time as like, oh yeah, this is my like social time to kind of hop on and play something. And then if I'm like really close to the end of something and everyone's really kind of like coy about whether they want to play something, I just won't like participate in the conversation. But if everyone's like, oh, we're getting on, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm getting on, just because like it's also just like the social aspect of it in general. Like yeah. I used to get like all the Battlefield games back in the day. I don't think I played Battlefield 1 with any of you guys when I had it.
No.
And my original buy of Overwatch, I'm trying to think if we played that, but maybe we didn't when I originally had it.
I played
not when you originally had
Overwatch,
it,
but
yeah.
I don't know if I played with you guys.
No.
I bought Elder Scrolls Online years ago, and played through like 20 hours of that.
I still have my copy.
Yeah. So like I have, like that history of doing them because they were there, but now 100%, if I'm gonna spend time playing a game by myself, I'm picking something single player, like entirely, like nothing.
Oh yeah,
nothing I would have to hop online for. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just busted through a couple of RPGs and stuff, and Doom the Dark Ages last month, and yeah, that kind of thing.
And it's I want to say it's not often that I say, hey, I'm not getting online tonight.
It's all the
Just
time.
because it's another thing to get at you about now. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's true.
Stop playing your
It's true.
Weeby game, Scott.
No, let me be a weeb. Let me
You're
play
not
my
gonna
Japanese
unlock the
RPGs.
jiggle physics.
I mean, you don't. In most of those games, you don't have to unlock jiggle physics, Lambo. The
It's
jiggle
already in
physics are already there.
Yeah. They're already pre-installed. And I think if Dad was here, he would totally agree with me. But like being a parent and stuff, and just you need that social hour. You need to like just unwind with friends sometimes, and just get some raiding some houses or taking out some criminals and Ready or Not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can
I
imagine because like I feel that way when I'm like being a teacher at school all day. Like sometimes I just need an adult's brain to like interact with.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing. Where Lambo and I aren't adults. Slotad, or we're adults. I'm sorry,
not
we're not
adults.
parents.
I was going to say, you need
I don't
adult
feel like an
time, and
adult
you
most
choose
of the
us.
time. I don't. Sorry.
We're adults.
But Lambo, Slotad, and I, like, we're not parents, but we work full-time jobs. We have other stuff going on in our lives, and you can't hang out like you used to. You can't just go hang out at your friend's place all night on a weeknight like we used to back in the college days and high school days and whatnot. So it's like, I think we all need that social aspect. Online gaming is like great for all that. And say what we will about these microtransaction games, but thank God for Siege. Siege got us into playing regularly, like most nights. And it is, no matter what game comes out, no matter what game is the hot ticket game that suddenly is out and we all want to play, eventually we're gonna go back to Siege.
We've been playing
always there.
Phasmophobia a bunch too. We go back to that one every once in a while as well.
Yeah, that one too. Which
No, yeah, I totally agree. We have a bunch of games that like we keep going back to, but I feel like Siege is like the main game
Yeah.
that we're always going back to. Like it's always on the list of like, hey, what are we playing tonight? And Siege is right there.
I would say it's Siege and Phasmophobia. I agree with Lambo because we've played Demonologist, The Dark Hours. We've started playing Ready or Not, and I like that game a lot. But something tells me eventually we're gonna be like, okay, let's play some Siege for a while.
But
and move on from
even
that.
decent like things like Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty is just so much, and sometimes when there's an update, it's just like, oh yeah, we're not playing tonight. There's just no way.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, other games like Pal World, Helldivers, gone through those.
Mhm.
Gotta go back to
Marvel Rivals.
Repo.
Yeah, I want to play more Repo. I'd like to finish
I do
Chain
wanna play
Together,
Repo.
and
Yes.
I'm not against playing whatchamacallit again. What was that one you said? Damn it.
Dark Hours.
No,
Repo?
no,
I don't
no.
know.
No, what was it?
Helldivers?
Helldivers. Yeah, Helldivers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
play
I would really
Helldivers.
like to go back to play that one again.
Yeah, you guys probably haven't played since they added the Illuminate.
No, we have.
We have.
we
just
We
didn't-
played. I think
yeah, I don't think
we had
fought them,
we
though.
had a night or two. No, we have.
Oh, we did?
We did a night or two where we fought them. Because remember, I bought the one car.
Oh,
We
that's
went up
right.
against them.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
For those of you who are listening, thanks again for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think of all the microtransactions in games. Are you playing any of these games? Like, are you a big Siege player? Are you playing Splitgate 2, Mecha Break, COD? What skins have you bought? How much money have you dropped on these? We're not here to judge. Let us know. And let us know your gaming habits. Like, do you play a lot of online games by yourself? Do you play with friends? What's your go-to stuff? Let us know. Bring engagement. That's what we're here for. But for the Nurserynomics podcast,
Lambo!
I'm Dr. Pants.
Oh my god! Again. It scares me.
Sorry. I got in there before. Sorry. Go on.
Punk.
And I'm $39.99.
And we will catch you some other time.